Regis Prograis versus Jose Zepeda. The fight just ended minutes ago. Fight ended in the 11th round with Regis Prograis being crowned the new WBC Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, knocking out Jose Zepeda. It was a good fight. I thought it was a good fight. It ended up being a more one-sided fight, in my opinion. Um, Leading up to that 11th round where the fight ended, I thought Regis Prograis was winning 8 rounds to two. Um, I could see giving 3 rounds to Zepeda, but yeah, it was pretty much all Regis Prograis. I thought the first round it was more of a fill out round. And as the fight went on, you can see Regis Prograis putting on more of the pressure, applying pressure, cutting off the ring, landing good clean punches. And you wonder like, man, can Zepeda take those punches? Throughout the whole entire fight, because he was getting hit with some really good ones. He was eating them pretty well, but obviously the more you take of those, you start to feel them. And eventually in the 11th round, a big left overhand left landed from Regis Prograis, which eventually led to the stoppage win, to the knockout win, for Regis Prograis to become the new champion. And yeah, I thought Zepeda played it a little too safe throughout the whole fight. And I don't know why his corner was telling him he was winning. Is that, correct me if I'm wrong? They were telling him he was winning. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I thought Zepeda just played it a little too safe, in my opinion. I felt like the game plan, like, it looks like he was for him to box from the outside, or box, instead of engaging in the middle of the ring. I guess he felt the power from Regis Prograis early on, and he probably realized, like, yeah, it's probably best to just try to box. And he did land some good clean punches on Regis Prograis. Prograis was able to eat his punches. You can tell that the power of Regis Prograis has more effect on Zepeda compared to Zepeda's power on Regis Prograis. Um, but yeah, I thought Regis Prograis looked very good, man. He looked very fluid in there, very calm, collective. He Whenever he got hit with a good clean punch by Zepeda, he came back with some good combinations. Zepeda, I mean, Prograis definitely looked like he was in the top of his game in this fight. As for Zepeda, I don't know, man. Um, I felt like he could have made this fight a little bit more competitive if he took the risk and landed it, and I know he probably would lead to him getting knocked out, but I felt like he probably had a better chance of winning this fight if he landed more clean punches, of taking that risk of being aggressive in the inside in the middle of the ring. But that's just what I think. Maybe I just wanted to see a more entertaining fight. It was still entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was a very entertaining fight. But was it fight of the year? No, not really, but still a good fight in my opinion. So anyway, with this win, Regis Prograis, I don't know why it's scrolling down. Yes, Regis Prograis is now a two-time world champion at the age of 33 years old, 28 and 1, 24 wins coming by way of knockout or TKO. That's 4 wins in a row now since losing his one and only loss against Josh Taylor. I'm sure he wants to avenge that loss. Hopefully, we get to see that fight in the future. With this belt, maybe it will lead to those fights. I don't know, with his promoter, with Probellum Promotions. It's kind of hard to make fights with Probellum Promotions because of Probellum's links with Daniel Kinahan. A lot of the promoters don't really want to work with him. So yeah, I know Prograis with Richard Schaefer and Probellum, but like I said, Probellum is linked with Daniel Kinahan, who, to those who don't know, is like a wanted drug lord from Ireland. But anyway, we'll see what happens for Prograis. He didn't mention any names in the post-fight interview. Right now, with him being the world champion at 140 pounds, I believe Jose Ramirez is his mandatory, so he has no choice but to fight Ramirez. And Lopez and Sandro Martin will be fighting each other to determine who will be the next mandatory. So, so he pretty much will have two mandatory challengers lined up by before the end of the year. So yeah, so I guess he'll have no choice but to fight Jose Ramirez in 2023, and then maybe fight the winner of Lopez versus Martin in the later part of 2023. We'll see. I hope Prograis stays more busy, because he's been fighting once a year for the past couple of years. Once in 2020, once in 2021. This year, thank goodness, he fought twice this year. And hopefully he keeps up that type of activity in 2023. As for Jose Zepeda, at the age of 33 years old, had 3 shots at the world title, fell short in all three of them, losing all three fights when he fought for world title. Was first one was against Terry Flanagan, black back in 2015. Got stopped in 2 rounds. Well, actually, he broke his hand, I believe, or his shoulder. Actually, right here it says his shoulder, um, and he dislocated his shoulder, not broke his shoulder. And he fought Jose Ramirez in 2019. Fell short in that fight. Was competitive, lost by majority decision. But here he clearly was losing the fight. I wonder what the scorecards were leading up to it. In my scorecard, I had it 8 rounds to 2. I wonder how the judges had it. I'm sure it will eventually come out, but it's not out right now at the time I'm making this video. So, Prograis said that Zepeda will become a world champion one day, maybe. But at this age and the amount of the punishment that he's been taking over the years, who knows? I could definitely see Zepeda fighting Teofimo Lopez in the future. While if Lopez beats Sandro Martin, and while Lopez waits around for his shot at the world title, I can definitely see him fighting Zepeda in 2023. But I think Zepeda should take an easy fight first and just start to rebound from this and go from there. But we'll see. We will see. Anyway, good fights. A lot of fights that took place today. I'm honestly tired. I'll make videos of the other fights in the morning. It's 1 in the morning right now, and it's been a very, very, very busy day. So just exhausted at the moment. And actually, this is my second time trying to make this video because I talked for like 2-3 minutes, I think, and I realized that it wasn't my mic in front of me; it was my coffee mug, and I thought I was talking to my mic the whole time. So that tells you how tired I am. Anyway, I'm going to bed. If you saw the fight, let me know what did you think about it in the comments. Thanks for listening and watching, and like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.